Hello, this is Garrett Gunderson, author of New Rules for the Rich. I'm going to tell you about your 401k, and not like you've heard before, because this time we're going to take the angle of truth. Most people are just blindly following the blind when it comes to a 401k. Who's really getting rich here? The financial institutions make money whether the market's up or down. Do you? The financial institutions have a way to make money and spend money. Do you? So when you put money in the program, how are you going to get it out? If you're being told that you're going to defer your taxes into the future when you're in a lower tax bracket, that's not a rule of the rich, that's a rule of the poor. Don't you want to be in a higher tax bracket? Meaning, don't you want to have a lot more money in the future? Not less? If the plan was successful, you would have more money. Now, do you even know what's inside of the plan? Do you understand the expenses involved? There's things called 12B1 fees, expense ratios, and really just administrative expenses. You're locking your money away. You don't have full access to it. And when you actually get to retirement, there's something called disinvesting. Major risk for Americans. USA Today talked about it with retirees. They questioned them. They said, what's your greatest fear? The number one answer? Fear of running out of money. Why? Because interest rates change and they didn't know, will I be able to survive on the amount of interest that's coming in from this? Inflation was worse than they imagined. There's things called planned obsolescence where things were breaking down. Technological change where they're buying things they didn't buy before. There's more than just the regular inflation that we know about. What about propensity to consume? Have you ever had something real nice and it's hard to go back to the old thing? That's all an aspect of inflation. So these plans are setting people up for failure, locking their money away, putting it at risk. And this disinvesting phenomenon is the market's moving up and down. If you try and take a consistent income, when it's going down and you pull out the same amount of money, it starts to accelerate or decelerate that account. Accelerate the loss, decelerate the account. You don't want to have that happen. You need to learn what the new rules of the rich are and get beyond this 401k hoax that so many people have been fed, that so many people stop living their purpose, hoping that retirement's going to be good, but when they get there, it's actually a nightmare. So imagine a 401k like a partnership. You put money in, and if you want out of the partnership, there's a 10% penalty. Does a penalty sound like a good thing? Not only is there a penalty, there's a tax. They're talking about changing the rules because the government controls it. No longer is it 59.5, they're considering 65 or 67. When is it going to end? Do you know what's really happening? Do you really get what's going on? Is it really the instrument that's going to let you live the life that you want? I can tell you for sure that you can get a better rate of return than your 401k. Number one, you can have better benefits like access to your money. If you're locking your money away, what good is it? It's just dots on a piece of paper. The plan is included in New Rules of the Rich. So I highly recommend you get there because I know that you can be more productive, and I lay that plan out very succinctly, very clearly, so that now you know what you're really involved in.